Okay. After a couple tough finishes to start the weekend last week, you guys bounced back with 2 nice wins on Sunday. How satisfying was it to finish your trip to New Orleans the way that you did?
You know, I was really pleased that we came out on Sunday and we were relaxed like we were the first 2 days. You know, when you sit back at the end of the weekend and you look back, we played 36 innings and we really only played 2 poor innings. And sadly and unfortunately, they cost us 2 games. But again, as you look at the whole, I thought there were so many good things that we did. We didn't execute in those 2 innings, but the one thing you also came away from the weekend knowing was that it wasn't a talent standpoint. It certainly wasn't a skill thing. It just was, we broke down at a really bad time twice, and it cost us 2 games. So I really think on the whole, I was more encouraged for sure than I was disappointed in the fact that we lost 2 games.
Like you said, there was a lot of positive things. The starting pitching was really strong in all 4 of the games. You kind of had 2 really experienced guys in Jake and Jack in the first 2 games, and then 2 younger guys in the second 2 games. How important is it for guys like Jacob Key and Reed Burling there to see Jake Dahlberg and Jack Anderson go out there and kind of set the tone for the weekend the way that they did?
You know, I think it probably had something to do with it, but it's still the first time out for Jacob Key in his college career. And I thought, for the most part, he handled it pretty well. I mean, he was a little rocky early, as you would expect a young player to be, but he gathered himself and he got better as the game went on. And Reed was just absolutely lights out. He did a great job for us, and he attacked the zone. He was ahead in the count. Like, he literally did not get behind in the count 1 time. So, you know, those were really good signs. I thought Noah Massa was great out of the bullpen. Alex was, Chuck was. And Ryan Campbell had a little bit of a rocky start on Friday, but then he came back on Sunday and he recovered from that. So, you know, I thought our pitching was really solid. We did fundamental things well. We only walked 11 or 12 guys, I think, again, in 36 innings, and one of those was intentional. And that's a key thing. Another thing we were really adamant about was playing great defense, and we only made 3 defensive errors. We muffed a bunt off the mound, but in terms of the regular position players, we made 3 errors in 4 games. So, you know, those things are really important to your ability to go in and day out and be successful. And, you know, I thought offensively there were times that we did some really good things. We had some guys struggle a little bit, and hitting can be that way. You know, you start off pressing a little bit, you don't get some success, and you press a little bit more. But the guys that struggled, I'm not worried about them long term. I think they'll come around.
Speaking of the hitters, you know, you had a guy like Thomas Dorn come on Sunday. He had a really, really strong effort in both the games for you. What stood out to you kind of about that performance for him?
Well, you know, Tommy has improved dramatically over last year, and he did a solid job in the fall. I thought he was really good the last 5 weeks or so, and really, I was just giving him a chance on Sunday, and I thought he was terrific. He was aggressive. He was relaxed. He played good defense, but he swung the bat great. And you know, those are the things in the first weekend that sometimes surprise you. And I don't want to call it a surprise, but I was really pleased for Tom that he was able to play relaxed and play aggressive, and he had a good result as a result of that.
And then finally, looking ahead to this next weekend, you've got a trip to Nashville on deck for 3 games at number 7 Vanderbilt. You know, it's no strange place for you guys. You've made several trips down there over the years. In your eyes, what kind of stands out about those trips when you take on some of the, you know, SEC programs, some of the top programs in the country for this program?
Well, I don't know if there's a better program in the country from a coaching standpoint. They just do a tremendous job of being fundamentally sound. Certainly, they're terrifically talented, but they are not going to help you win. And that's a great thing. And the arms we're going to see high velocity, you know, but we're not intimidated by that. I mean, they're very, very good, don't get me wrong. But it's a really good test for us at this point of the year. I think you come out of that weekend, I think we feel good about our chances to win down there. We have to play very, very well to do that. But it's not like you're going down there expecting to get beat up 3 times either. And it can be a huge confidence builder for you if you can go into that environment and you handle the environment. And that's the part that's most challenging is, can you set aside your preconceived notion of their talent level, the success that they've had for a long time now, including, being in a national championship game twice and winning it once, and just play the game of baseball like you have since you were, 9 years old. So to me, that's the biggest challenge for our team going down there is, can we win the internal struggle of the environment? And if we're successful doing that, I think we have an opportunity to win down there.